So I tell people follow the 80-20 rule. So if 80% of the time you're pretty much aware that you're having non-processed or at least not ultra processed food, and you can manage what you're eating throughout the day, reaching for colorful fruits and veg, all the things that I as an expert say to do, but then me as Stacy Sims has that 20% of life where I'm like, I really like dark chocolate and I love a good whiskey. And yeah, I have too many coffees in a day. And so we shouldn't feel bad about that, right? So that 20% is the life factor where you're like, I want that dark chocolate bar. Don't hold off, like get it. Because if you hold off, then you're going to really, really want it and then end up eating too much. So it's like, yeah, enjoy life, but make sure that 80% of what you're doing is on track for longevity and health.
I feel like that's what makes it sustainable is because you do allow yourself to have that chocolate bar, that coffee, that whiskey, whatever it is. But then often that's not talked about in diets. When you look up online, this diet, no, 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 you must simply drink water and eat green food forever
Yeah.
and then you'll lose weight. But then suddenly, if you make it even a week into that, you're doing well. That allowing yourself, it's not like you're not in prison. You're wanting to live your life in a sustainable way for health. And if you then have that big relapse and think like, screw it, I'm going to go and buy every chocolate bar I see, that's so much worse than just having, a chocolate bar a day, even if you need to do that.
Exactly, exactly. And part of it also is we have such a negative self-talk going on, especially, when we talk about how I was being blamed for being the odd one out and when we were doing university stuff. It's just so endemic for women to have that negative self-talk where if I have that chocolate bar, it's going to ruin everything. So I better not have it. Or, oh gosh, I had that chocolate bar. I better go work out harder for the next 3 days just to counter it. It's like, no, give yourself permission. It is absolutely okay to enjoy life and have that. And, like for people who are training and under a tight schedule, and then all of a sudden it's school holidays and they're like, I can't train. It's like, well, actually, if we periodize and say, these 2 weeks you have kids, let's just try to have maintenance where you do active stuff, but it's not necessarily prescriptive. It gives women permission to just be. And I think that's the thing that we don't do is we don't give women permission just to be human and to enjoy life and to try to fit things in, because there's that negative connotation that surround women that we have to be able to do everything all the time and be perfect. And then that feeds forward to that incredibly damaging negative self-talk.